Hey guys, Angie B. Today's vlog, basically, I'm totally ripping off my darling Jenny, Fiery Twilight, because it's been a while since I did a Q&A vlog, and so I figured, why not? I'm feeling kind of in a sharing mood, you know? I've got a lot of new friends on this list that maybe don't know me so well, so I figured I'd open up the forum to, any questions you guys might have. Okay, so since I don't have a printer, I'm going to have to look straight off of the computer, so apologies if this is kind of blah. Alrighty, first, I've got Anastasia asked me, Kasuki Blade, I apologize, like Jenny, I don't know how to pronounce your username, so Anya asked me, what is one of my guilty pleasures? I don't know. See, I'm pretty okay with a lot of the things I like, even if other people kind of look down on them, I'm still like, I don't give a shit, I like it. That's the important thing. One of my guilty pleasures that I'm kind of more hesitant to admit to is when I'm at work, be it at the library or at Barnes & Noble, I do like to flip through ridiculous romances and just look at some of the most, outrageous, absurd, completely unbelievable romance sex scenes in them, just because they cheer me up. They make me laugh, because they're just so out there. I just have to laugh at them. Anya also asked, how do I wind down and relax from a stressful day? I never really, have a set routine that I do. A lot of the times after a really stressful day, I either call Lucas and Sarah or, they give me a text or whatever. So I'll go over to Lucas and Sarah's and we'll watch one of our shitty movies and make fun of it. And me and Sarah will drink some wine and we'll eat peanut M&Ms and it'll be great. If that doesn't pan out, then I usually just get on the internet. I bitch on LiveJournal. Check my friends list because it usually makes me smile. I'll put in a movie that I really love, like Beatles' Help, which is one of my favorite movies ever. Or I'll put on Star Trek or an episode of Doctor Who or something like that. That usually calms me down. Or I'll read something by Terry Pratchett or Neil Gaiman, because that always works. If you could spend the rest of your life with one character from any fandom, who would it be and why? I have a lot of fandoms, I have a lot of favorite people, but this is a hands-down, no contest answer. I would spend the rest of my life with the Doctor, because he could show me all of time and space. It would be epic. I could go anywhere I wanted, meet whoever I wanted, save the universe, and I'd be with the Doctor. So, that would be kick-ass. I would totally be up for spending the rest of my life with the Doctor. What are some of my favorite ships that most people don't know about? A lot of my ships are canon, or they're ones that I've talked about before. I do tend to fangirl a lot more over Doctor Who and the Doctor and Rose than a lot of other of my ships, though. So some of my maybe lesser-known ships, John Crichton and Aaron Sun from Farscape. I really, really, really love Farscape. I never really talk about it because it's been a couple of years since I watched it. In large part because I don't have money to buy the DVDs, and it's really hella hard to find it online. If you guys know of any places to go where I can watch, torrents of Farscape, I would love that. Just, give me a point in the right direction. But I love John Crichton and Aaron Sun because they're just a beautiful, epic, amazing, kick-ass OTP. I love both of them separately, and when they're together, it's just great. I love that Crichton is the more sentimental, open about his feelings, outwardly caring sort of person in the relationship. I love that Aaron is just so badass, and I love how they change and they grow and they complement each other throughout the series. I'm really happy that they had their happy ending at the end of the Peacekeeper Wars miniseries because it was totally deserved. Another of my lesser-known OTPs, I really, really, really ship Neville Longbottom and Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter. I don't give a fuck what JK says in all of her interviews about how Luna ends up with some dude and Neville just teaches herbology. I don't believe that shit. Neville and Luna belong together because they're both epic in their own, oddball ways, and I think they would have made such a great couple. So they're totally my OTP in Harry Potter. Closely followed by Hermione and Ron, because I do love Hermione and Ron. I think they're great. I also really, really ship Kaylee and Simon from Firefly. I know I haven't fangirled about Firefly in a long time. It will probably always be my favorite Joss show. And I just love Kaylee and Simon because Simon is just so goofy and laughable with his prudish ways. And Kaylee is just she seems so innocent and sweet and naive, and yet she's like really world-wise and sexual, and I just love it. So I love them together. And of course I ship Zoe and Wash because they're beautiful together. I don't give a fuck what happened in Serenity. That part didn't happen. Zoe and Wash are off having beautiful, kick-ass biracial babies, and it's incredible. What was my very first fandom, and am I still in it? My very first ever fandom was Sailor Moon. I loved that show. I loved it show. Oh my god, I had the trading cards and the pens, and I printed off pictures off the internet and colored them in with colored pencils and saved them in a big binder. I know Hannah and Sharon know all about this, and I did do a vlog just about Sailor Moon, but I love Sailor Moon. I haven't really stayed in the fandom in large part because they stopped showing the episodes on TV. I only ever saw the dubbed episodes, which is a real shame. Somebody, I'm trying to think who it was now, but somebody sent me a link to watch the subbed episodes online, and I really need to get on that. I really need to watch it, because I have a feeling that I would just fall back in love with everybody again if I rewatched it. But Sailor Moon was great. It was epic. I was probably it was before I moved, so I must have been 11 when I got into Sailor Moon, and that opened the door to all the other animes, which led the way for Lord of the Rings, which led the way for Doctor Who and everything else. So I'm really indebted to Sailor Moon for getting me into my fangirly ways. Okay, let's see who else's questions I can answer in the time I've got left. Scroll. Okay, Frosted Popcorn. Frosted Popcorn asked, what was my first ever serious OTP? My first ever serious OTP was totally Serena and Darien, aka Usagi and Mamoru from Sailor Moon, because they were destined to be together, man. No matter what reincarnation, they were always meant to be together, and I loved them. I wasn't such a big fan of Sailor Moon when she was by herself. I was always more of a Sailor Mars fangirl, because I really related to Sailor Mars, because she was a badass badass brunette who loved red and had crows for pets and was a Shinto priestess and had arrows, and everything about that was awesome. But I did like Serena / Usagi / Sailor Moon when she was with Darien / Tuxedo Mask / Mamoru. Way too many names to remember. Favorite Doctor Who episode / quote? I don't think it's possible for me to narrow it down to a favorite episode or quote. I think my favorite two-parter will probably always be The Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit, because it's just so amazing and epic. Rose got to be kick-ass and help out without the Doctor and prove that she could, help people. The Doctor took on fucking Satan. Epic. Favorite quote? I don't know, there's just too many quotes to pick from. There really is. I'll always love the quote from Family of Blood, Human Nature, talking about how the Doctor is, he stands at the center of time. He's like fire and ice and rage, and he burns like the sun, and he's wonderful. I will always love that quote. What do I think of smut fanfic? I'm okay with smut fanfic. I mean, every once in a while I'll read a smut fanfic. I don't usually look for them or search them out, and I've never really written a smut fanfic, just in large part because I get embarrassed and I just can't think of non-cliche or non-ridiculous sort of terms to use. But I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I don't go looking for it usually, but it serves its purpose sometimes. Favorite song right now? Bad Romance by Lady Gaga. That's easy. God, I love that song. Favorite meal? Fried chicken, noodles and mashed potatoes mixed together with gravy, and green bean casserole. Oh my god, so good. So good. Top 5 guys I'd like to shag with pics. That question will be answered in the next vlog because I will find pictures that to hold up for, examples, visual aids, as it were. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited am I for the 11th Doctor? I'm gonna say a 5. In large part because I've never seen Matt Smith act in anything. I need to watch Ruby and the Smoke and whatever the other movie / miniseries it was that he was in with Billy. Because, I mean, Billy. And I could see him acting. But I've never seen him act before, so I don't know if he's that good. And the fact that he has no eyebrows is kind of creepy. But I do have faith in Stephen Moffat. Sorry to all the RTD supporters, but I fucking hate Russell T Davies now. I've come to terms with the fact that I hate him. And I love Stephen Moffat because I think he's a great writer. So I do have hope for the next series, and I'm definitely going to watch it, but I'm still kind of not sold on the 11th Doctor yet. Can I tell you a funny story? That will be saved for the next vlog as well, because I've got a good one, but it'll take some time. So, yeah, I think that's enough questions for now. I think I've run out of time for my vlog. Catch you guys with the next round.